of Kendrick's News and Entertainment. And for all of my subscribers and viewers that been here throughout 2020, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that you're healthy. And I'm glad that we are fighting together. You're not in this alone. And to all the new subscribers and all the new viewers, welcome. I'm here to educate people, to get facts, news. I'm not here just to talk about celebrities and your favorite artists and the Illuminati and other things, but those are facts as well. But I'm here to help people that maybe is somewhere too high or drunk to know what's going on in the world, or that person that don't watch the news. And the world could be ending tomorrow, but it would take someone to tell you that type person. I'm here to educate. Now, we all know this coronavirus thing has been all negative, and I've been reporting on the coronavirus since day uno. And I had a lot of negative news to report, but as a journalist, as a reporter, I have to speak facts. Now, out of all of the people during this pandemic, I only truly listened and had a little faith, although I don't have 100% faith in him. I have more faith in Dr. Anthony Fauci than anyone. Simple, because he's been doing this for a long time, to say the least. Now, I do have good news. According to Dr. Fauci, things will be finally getting back to normal, but you have to do something in order for things to get back to normal, and we're going to talk about that right now. So there's a new coronavirus vaccine from this company that's called Moderna's, and it's 94.5 effective at preventing COVID-19 infections. So the encouraging breakthrough prompted Dr. Fauci to speculate that life in the U.S. might finally return to normal by June of next year. Now, that alone is enough to be happy that we could go back to, I know a lot of us like to go to Walmart and holler at girls without a mask on and get their phone numbers, and you can go back out to your clubs and grind on this big booty chick and, get back to normal. In other words, go shopping. Who want to sit at home and order DoorDash and shit all their life? It feels good, right? So, however, he added that life can only return to normal if the vast majority of Americans opt to take a coronavirus vaccine. Now, this truly opened my eyes to the government forcing the agenda of getting this vaccine. And we clearly said this in the beginning. They are forcing this. Like, you have had so many positive, negatives tests with the coronavirus. I did a video on Erykah Badu when she had one nostril positive and tested negative out of the other. Now, that's crazy. After nearly 9 months of quarantining, curfews, mask wearing, and social distancing, this is like the only good news. This vaccine that they have through this company, again, it's called Moderna, has shown to be 94.5 effective at preventing the virus. That's crazy. So their announcement comes just a few days after Pfizer revealed that its own vaccine was 90% effective at preventing the coronavirus from taking hold. So, people, I want you guys to understand, because I want to educate you on these vaccines as well. Now, with two potential vaccines on the horizon, there's finally some hope that the current coronavirus pandemic, which is getting worse with each passing day, might come to an end sooner rather than later. Now, Dr. Anthony Fauci recently said that life in the U.S. could return to normalcy by the second half of 2021, which is roughly 7 to 8 months away. In the best case scenario, the summer of 2021, that you can see return of live concerts, indoor dining, and a range of other activities that will be sorely missed over the next few months. So we'll see these people do everything from get filthy rich off of toilet paper, masks. Everybody came up with a hustle during this pandemic, but Fauci also said these are obviously very exciting results. It's just as good as it gets. 94.5% is truly outstanding. So in other words, for people that don't pay attention, you take this, from what the government is saying, you take this vaccine, you good. You ain't getting the damn coronavirus. You're good. It's like 5% chance that you catch the coronavirus. You could be around somebody with it, you still won't catch the shit. That's what they're trying to say. So Fauci, however, did qualify his remark ever so slightly. The best case scenario referenced above would only come to pass if most people in the U.S. decide to take the coronavirus vaccine. Now, he said if we get the overwhelmingly majority of people taking the vaccine, and you have on the one hand an effective vaccine and a high degree of uptake of the vaccine, Fauci said, we can start getting things back to a relative normal as we get into the second and third quarter of the year, where people can start doing things that were too dangerous just months ago. Fauci's answering brings up a few interesting issues about coronavirus uptake. For starters, there's a possibility that many people will be weary of taking a new vaccine, no matter how safe it's proven to be during clinical trials. To this point, Pew Research study back in September revealed that 49% of Americans wouldn't take a coronavirus vaccine due to concerns regarding potential side effects. Another issue centers on whether or not there would be enough doses of vaccine. This problem, though, would be alleviated if both Moderna and Pfizer's vaccine ultimately make it to the market. It's also worth noting that one of the distribution concerns associated with Pfizer's vaccine, namely that it needs to be stored in a specified refrigerator at an extremely cold temperature, isn't an issue with Moderna's vaccine. On the contrary, Moderna's vaccine can be stored in a regular refrigerator for upward of 30 days, where Pfizer's vaccine, meanwhile, can only be stored for a period of 5 days. Now, that's 2 vaccines that's out there. So we are clearly in a stage of healing. Now, the grim reality is that the next few months will likely see an ongoing increase in coronavirus cases and deaths. Still, is encouraging that they have 2 potential vaccines to help us with doing this struggle. So, my question is the same question I asked in the beginning of 2020 when we first heard of this coronavirus. Will you take this vaccine? Because it seems that they have worked on it. It seems like it's part of the agenda, and it's so many questions in the air. Like I said, this will always loom around the American people when it comes to the coronavirus. Is it as bad as they have made it to be, as the government, the media makes it to be? Or is it just something like a common flu? So those are things that we probably never know the 100% truth on, but we do know this: we want to go back to being normal, and I think some people would do whatever it takes to be able to get America back to being as normal as possible. Like this video, leave your comments and subscribe.